When Mosa Rahimi spoke to us a year ago about getting his family out of Afghanistan, the former Afghan translator was too scared to show his face, fearing the Taliban would go after his family for helping Americans.
Living in a nightmare and exhausted and still not being able to do anything.
A year later, Mosa isn't just ready to show his face, but to introduce us to his wife and say thank you to his Wharton Business School classmates who raised $80,000 to get his family and his wife out of the country.
If it wasn't for them, I would not be able to save them. It was all Wharton.
Your classmates?
Oh yeah, all of them.
One of them, former Marine and Wharton classmate, Austin Madden.
We were on the phone, on email, on Zoom even, with people that were on the Kabul Air Base. And the family was maybe 100 meters from the gate.
After their network of veterans realized that they couldn't get Mosa's family on one of these flights, they used the money to get them out through Pakistan, eventually Qatar, and then to Boston, where on March 31st, Mosa picked up his fiancée with a bouquet of flowers. He married her 2 months later, and then she was there for his graduation from Harvard. But he's still waiting for his father, who is in hiding, to open his diploma.
You may not understand the value, but your son is the first who came from Afghanistan and went to Wharton and Harvard.
Now his life is about introducing Fazila to the American dream.
We are experiencing everything together.
He waited for her to see the ocean for the first time. He's teaching her English.
I want to continue my education and learn the language.
Something she cannot do under the Taliban. Mosa took her to ground zero to explain to her why it was worth fighting alongside the Americans. She was only 3 years old when 9/11 happened, but very recently experienced their violence.
The Taliban kind of arrested my brother. Even though they tortured him.
And while their survivor's guilt is strong when they think of their family who is still there,
their hopes is gone now. So it is survival guilt all around.
Their gratitude to the Wharton community and their will to live the American dream is even stronger.
Mosa Rahimi is one of 3,000 Afghans here on a special interest visa, a CIV as it's called. There are 78,000 more facing possible deportation unless the president acts quickly. Legislation to allow them to stay in the U.S. permanently was just introduced to the House and the Senate last week, and so far it is receiving bipartisan support. Lucy Bustamante, NBC10 News.